Hello everyone. In the series of learning database management system, our today's topic is functional dependency. So let's understand what is functional dependency. Functional dependency determines a relation of one attribute to another attribute in database management system. It helps us to maintain the quality of the database. And this functional dependency is denoted by arrow. So whenever I will say that there is a functional dependency between two attributes, for example, if I am saying that the functional dependency of x, if I am saying functional dependency of x on y, so how I supposed to write it? I will write it like this. There is a functional dependency of x on y. Fine. So it will be represented like this. Here this left hand side attribute is known as determinant. So this left hand side is determinant. And this right hand side is known as dependent. Fine. So what we are saying? We are saying there is a functional dependency of x on y, or we can say x determines y, or if I will say y is dependent on x. All these three cases are one and the same thing. Fine. So what we are doing, functional dependency, it plays a very important role to judge whether the database what we have is a good database or a bad database. Okay. Now understand all these things with an example, but let me give you one formal definition of functional dependency also. So functional dependency is the set of constraint between two attributes. As you can say here, two attribute or more than two attribute also can be possible. So functional dependency is set of constraint between two attribute in a relation. Functional dependency says that two tuples have same value for attribute. For example, if I am having few tuples, for example, I am having tuple as x1, x2, like this I am having tuple till xn. Fine. So what we are saying, that if we are having same values of attributes x1, x2 to xn, then those tuples must have same value for y also. If I am saying that y is dependent on x, then whatever value of x I am having, same value of y I should have. Why this thing is there, why this definition is so complicated? Let's simplify this thing. For example, let us suppose I am having a table here. Understand this. If I am having a table, and in this table, as you can see, I am taking two attributes. So here also I am taking two attributes, x and y. Okay. Now the values of x and y are something like that. That p is 10 when x is q, value of y is 11, when it is r it's 12, when it is s it is 30. Now if I will ask you, there is a functional dependency, there is a function dependency from x to y, that means x determines y, and right now at this instant value of x is p. Now can you tell me what is the value of y in this case? If the value of x is p, then what will be the value of y? If I am asking you this question, can you tell me from this table? Yes, you can easily tell me from this table that if the value of p is x is p, then the value of y will be what? 10. Because it's very easy. We know that y is functionally dependent on x. So I am with respect to x, with the respect to value of x, I can easily search the value of y. right? Now, this is possible because there is a functional dependency and there is only a single value of P is present in this table. Fine. Now, let's complicate it little bit and understand like this. If I will increase this table and one more P I insert here, and here I am giving the value of P as 14. Now if I will ask the same question, that there is a functional dependency from X to Y and I want to know if the value of X is P, then can you tell me the value of Y? Now in this case there is a confusion, because if you can see the value of X when it is P, the value of Y is 10 and the value of X again here it is P and the value of Y is 14. So in this case there are different value of Y is present. So in this case we are not able to identify the value of Y from this table with respect to P. So your functional dependency definition says this condition, this should not happen. Fine. What your functional dependency is saying, there should be a single value is allowed for X attribute. There should be the same value should be there for the tuple. For example, x1, x2, xn. So here these value are like this, x1, x2, xn. So what it is saying, if there is a functional dependency from X to Y, then same value should be there for Y1, Y2, Yn. So like this, if same value is there, then only your functional dependency holds. Otherwise, your functional dependency is not holding. Fine. Now, understand this with a simple example. I hope the concept will be clear. Let us suppose I am saying there is a functional dependency. If I am having a student ID, I can tell a student name. Okay, no problem. If I am having a student ID, I can easily tell a student name. So if I will make a table, if this function for this functional dependency, if I make a table and here I am writing student ID and here I am writing student name. So if student ID is 101 and name is Ram, student ID is 102 and student name is Rama. Now functional dependency holds. If I will ask, can you search and tell me the name of student whose student ID is 102? Yes, you can do that. For 102 you can tell me the name is Rama. But if you get one more data, something like this, that 102 and here the name is Sita, that is not allowed because it is violating your functional dependency constraint. S name is dependent on SID and for 102 different name we cannot accommodate. So this condition is false. Whereas if I am having something like this 103 and this person name is also Rama, then is it allowed? Yes, this is allowed because functional dependency is from SID to S name. From S name to SID there is no functional dependency. So for different SID same name is possible, but for same name different SID is not possible. Fine. So 102 Rama is allowed, 103 Rama is allowed, but 102 Rama and 102 Sita is not allowed. Fine. I hope this concept of functional dependency is clear. Now, the definition which I told in the beginning, let's understand that definition. If I want to write that definition formally, how I supposed to write it? So, what this definition of functional dependency says, it says if there is a relation R with attribute X with attribute set X and Y. If there is a relation R with attribute set X and Y and tuples, what tuples it is saying? Let us suppose the number of rows, what we are saying, there are tuples T1 and T2. Then both X and Y are subset of R. Fine. So what we are saying, if there is a relation R means something like this, with attribute set X and Y, that means I am having two attribute X and Y, and inside here I am having tuples. So this tuple I am saying as T1 and this tuple I am calling as T2. So if here there are tuples T1 and T2 and both X and Y are subset of R, that means what? X is also subset of R and Y is also subset of R. Then what we are saying, if there is a functional dependency X determines Y. If there is a functional dependency of X on Y, or we can say Y is dependent on X, this functional dependency will hold if, what is the condition? If tuple 1, value of tuple 1 X is equals to tuple 2 X. If value of tuple 1 X, let us suppose here I am having P and value of T2X is also same for this, that both the places tuple 1X and tuple 2X, if here I am having the same value, equal value, then if this functional dependency is correct, then what I should get here for T1Y and T2Y also, I should have same values. So here if the value of P is 10 at one place, another place also there should be same value for P. So this is your functional dependency. Fine. So functional dependency, as I told in the beginning, the definition of functional dependency, if two tuples have same value, if two tuples T1 and T2 have same value, then those two tuples must have same value for attributes of the Y value also, the one which is dependent on it. For that also, if we are having same, then only that functional dependency will hold. Otherwise, that functional dependency will not hold. Fine. I hope this much is clear. Now, there are two types of functional dependency. So, functional dependency is of two types. First is trivial. So, trivial functional dependency. Another is non-trivial functional dependency. So, functional dependency is of two types. Trivial functional dependency and non-trivial functional dependency. Let's understand this trivial and non-trivial functional dependency one by one. So, we will call that it is a trivial functional dependency if the dependency of the attribute set of attribute is the subset. If I am saying, let us suppose there is a functional dependency from A to B. Fine. So here what is the determinant? A is the determinant. What is the dependent? B is the dependent. Fine. So A function which is dependent, A determines B, is a trivial functional dependency if B is a subset of A. Fine. If this B is subset of A, then this kind of dependency is trivial functional dependency. Fine. If there is a dependency from A to B and this B is a subset of A, then it is trivial. If there is a dependency from A to B and this B is not the subset of A, then it is non-trivial dependency. Okay, let's understand this trivial and non-trivial dependency with the help of examples, so it will be more clear. Fine. Now, consider an example where you are having two columns in a table. For example, we are having college ID and another I am having college name. So college ID and college name, these two columns I am having in my table. Fine. Now we are discussing the trivial functional dependency. So what is the trivial functional dependency? If there is a dependency and we are saying it should be on the left hand side element should be the subset of the right hand side element should be the subset of left hand side element, right? Okay. Now, if I am saying that there is a dependency like this, you have given with college ID and college name, and there is a dependency here where you can determine college name. So what is happening? There are two attributes, college ID and college name, and what you are determining, there is a dependency on college name. So basically what I am saying, if I'm giving you college ID and college name, you can search and tell me college name. So obviously it's very logically it's very silly that you are giving me, I know college ID and college name, and you are telling me to search and uniquely determined college name. So what I know, you are asking me the same thing. Fine. So what I know, I am telling you the same thing also. So this is an example of trivial functional dependency. So here if you can see, this college ID and college name determines college name, and it is trivial functional dependency as this college ID is this college name is a subset of this college ID and college name. It is part of this only. Fine. So when it is a subset of the determinant, then we will be saying that it is a trivial functional dependency. Now understand what is a non-trivial functional dependency. Now if a functional dependency, what I have told you, if there is a functional dependency, as you can see here, as if there is a functional dependency from A to B, and this right hand side attribute is not the subset of left hand side attribute, that is dependent is not the subset of determinant, then it is a non-trivial functional dependency, right? So let's take an example so it will be more clear. So if we will take an example, let us suppose we are having employee table, and in this employee table we are having three elements. So let us suppose I am having a employee table. In this I am having three attribute. One is employee ID, another is employee name, and here I am having employee address. Fine. So for this we are having three element like this. Now let us suppose I am having dependency something like this, that EMP ID determines EMP name, EMP ID determines EMP address. Now if you can see here, now what kind of dependency I have, this particular is an example of non-trivial dependency, because here if you can see that dependent which is on the right hand side is not the subset of determinant which is on the left hand side. So when it is not the subset, when the dependent is not the subset of determinant, it is a non-trivial functional dependency. Similarly, EMP address is also not a subset of EMP ID. So again, both the dependency here in this question is non-trivial dependency. Whereas in the previous question, college ID and college name both are on the left hand side. Both are what? Both are determinant. And what is dependent? College name is dependent. So this kind of functional dependency is trivial functional dependency, because college name which is dependent is a subset of here the combination college ID and college name which is determinant. Fine. So this is trivial and non-trivial dependency. Let's go through quickly once. Functional dependency, it plays a very important role to decide whether it's a good database design or a bad database design. Further, it is the base for all the questions which we will be solving in normalization. And functional dependency is very important concept with respect to normalization. So here you understood that if I am having a relation R and the tuples T1 and T2, if the value of T1x is equals to T2x and there is a dependency from x to y, then the value of T1y and T2y should be same. If this condition satisfies, then only this functional dependency holds. Now, there are two types of functional dependency we understood. One is trivial, another is non-trivial. What trivial functional dependency says? Here, this A determines B. A is the determinant, B is the dependent. If B is the subset of A, then it is trivial functional dependency. If B is not a subset of A, then it is non-trivial functional dependency. So this is it for this session. I hope you understood this lecture. Thank you very much.